Twin Flame Beloved. Hi, it's Dr. Amanda Noelle.
And Jack Peterson.
Formerly known as Jacques Rousseau.
Which was my pen name.
And his past life in France. So we have a juicy video today. One of our viewers asked us a question.
How raw do you guys communicate? If one of you is feeling spiritually, astrally, and romantically connected to another, do you talk about it? Would you give each other the space to explore the connection? Why or why not?
So basically, if there is somebody outside of our union that one of us is like, dang, or there's that spark,
some
what
nice
happens?
piece of ass or something.
Well, personally, I feel this happens all the time, whether we're conscious of it or not. We are human beings. It's almost like when you go to the dog park and all the dogs are sniffing each other's booties. They're like, oh, that's nice. Interesting. As humans, we check each other out. We suss each other out. We are like, who's that? Whether it's a sexual connection or just like we want to get to know someone. And sometimes we can become really fascinated by certain people. And I know I've experienced that of, you know, I feel like I should be honoring Jack, and then there's someone over there, and I'm just like, oh. So I do admit to that, but I haven't ever had someone, well, wait a minute, we have a story. I was gonna say I've never been attracted to anyone more than Jack, but there was this one time at band camp.
Yeah, we did in the beginning of our relationship. We have some other videos about this. I guess we were 6 months of knowing each other. We weren't, actually we did make it official. We did make it.
Oh, literally like that
recently, day. I think it was that day we made it official, our relationship.
Like, let's close up this ship. Let's do it.
And then we went to this party with our friends, just spur of the moment. And to our surprise, later that evening, well, we were actually on some plant medicine, actually.
It definitely allowed us to see into deeper layers of the subconscious mind.
Yes, including fears. Yeah. And Amanda wound up falling in infatuation with another man.
There was definitely this spark, this connection right away, and I didn't know what to do because I'd already given my heart to Jack, and then I was like, oh shoot, literally there's this other guy that walks in, and I kind of mentioned those feelings, like, to this guy, and he's like, well, I definitely feel a spark with you, and I was like, oh my god, this is horrible. Sometimes actually I think there's a part of me that wants to really protect you from having feelings hurt, and so I guess this is bringing up some fear because
it's always, Amanda, things come up in our videos.
Things come up in our videos.
It's
Yeah,
I
guess when there have been infatuations or even just mild like attractions, I try and not like even admit it to myself, and if I have to, then I often don't admit it to you because I just don't want that problem to be there. And to be honest, I haven't had that many crushes or attractions, and I guess I'm learning a lot from this video, but it's...
Jeez, alright. I guess videos help you process, help you get to know yourself, huh?
Well, I'm just tracing back. I'm like, I guess I haven't had any crushes on any guys since that experience. And anytime there was a handsome guy, he would turn around and have like a baby in his pack, or he would turn around and have like a woman on his arm, or he would turn around and like he would be someone I was totally not attracted to from the front side. And so I've been like not wanting to look at this question. I've not been wanting to face like really strong sexual attraction. I just don't want to call that in.
Right.
It's not something I choose to manifest with the law of attraction. I choose to see beautiful people, but not to have like a strong karma. I just don't want that. Because when
That's
I had it with
an interesting
this
take on it.
other guy, it was so hard.
Well, I think that was like this. I think that was your like school girl, like your high school girl who wanted to get with the hot dude or whatever, or who missed out on an opportunity in high school or something. That's what it felt like.
Oh yeah.
It did not seem like a grown woman, like real, authentic, like long-term attraction.
Right. He's so wise. When I was going through it, it was really like, yeah, I felt that I was in my power, but it was ego. It was really coming from ego. And I chose love over the cool crowd. In the end, the guy didn't serve me or you.
Yeah, so we did communicate that very raw and real and openly with each other. Well, we discovered it was Amanda's fear of fully committing to a relationship. It sounded like you were not entirely sure you're ready to be fully in, and so you wanted to test it out with one last person or something. That's what it felt like.
This was so long ago, and I've definitely matured and changed a lot. And yeah, what about you? I feel like we're focusing on me. What about you when there's little honeys? I actually kind of like it for some reason when Jack's like attracted to women. I don't know why. It's really weird.
Yeah, I went through a phase. I think we both went through this where we were like not second guessing, but just like wondering like what it would be like to be with another person, and like kind of a little bit of that energy like the first year or two being together.
I think it was before our relationship was secured. You're always kind of like before you like really ground something, you're always like, should I move before I settle all my things into the house? That was kind of the energy of like just keeping an eye out. But then we got serious, you know.
Yeah. And then once we really got serious, then I mean there maybe still was my wandering eye, like just due to just being a man and like that's it.
I love that you have that. Keep it.
But then I would be like no one was even close to comparing to Amanda and the connection we have. Especially because we've gone so deep, and especially because we share the same soul mission. It's like there's so few people that could replace that, and
Yep. That definitely replaced my high school desire to be the girl that would have the dream guy or whatever, the romantic, endless, hopeless romantic love addict in me was able to stop doing that because I swapped that out for deep, real connection, deep intimacy. Mm-hmm. You know, there's like this point where I think we got in a relationship where it was either we could keep on this like surface level and kind of keep repeating our patterns, or we can like drop deeper into love and intimacy, and that required taking off veils, that required facing a lot of shadows and illusions. And so as we did that, we communicated our way through the process, and so we haven't really had to face meeting people that we feel this spark with. But I'm super protective now. I'm super protective of our union. Like if there's someone that there's like some kind of sensual chemistry or something, I just really like put a certain wall up in my aura. Like I have a friend, we have twin flame friends, and he always gives me a neck rub, and he does this to all women. He's just this really sweet guy. We love you, Austin. But he's just such a yummy guy, and I just feel like if there was anything that broke a boundary, I would just say no. But I'll just be like, I'm gonna protect like any romantic sexual energy. I'll just kind of shut down my yoni energy, and then I just receive the massage, and then I'm like, Jack, tomorrow if you want to give me a massage, like Austin, he's such an inspiration. So I think that's a good point. Do you feel like sometimes when you look at other women and have like that kind of like what could be more than this, that it's an opportunity to bring it back, something juicy to our union?
Yeah, it is, yeah. And I'm very confident with my ability to have safe boundaries. I'm like naturally like super like sensitive to like if my boundaries are leaking or not, like even like the smallest bit. And so
he'll call himself out. He's like, I had this bad wolf energy for a little bit.
I have such like strong boundaries that like I could definitely err on the side of like leaking more probably.
Yeah,
right?
Totally.
Because I'm like so like whatever, I don't even know what the word is, safe or
yeah, like whenever Jack has been to like any of our women's retreats or gatherings, like women are just like, oh, he's so safe, and like it's just so
really
nice.
Safe energy.
I love seeing women like up on him as friends, you know, snuggling. Like it's the new earth.
No, but you've told me many times you love it when women flirt with me.
I don't like it if there's a woman who is not respectful of me,
and you can feel that,
and where she's kind of like I can spot
feel
it. Yeah.
Intuitively.
Yeah, and it might be like her subconscious thing, like maybe she has a wound with her mother or her sister
Yeah.
or whatever, and like that's like the worst thing. I have a soul sister who's going through this now, where there's jealousy between her and her partner and his ex, and it's just that's like putting lemon in an old cut. We all have abandonment wounds. There's no reason to
play those out. Yeah.
So I love you're just like super safe, and like if Jack just like looks at another woman, he'll like look at me and like dance with me, or like I just you make sure to be like, are you okay? Like you know you're the sexiest woman alive, and that just reassures me.
I pretty much do whatever I want, actually, but I have such safe boundaries that I never feel like I'm necessarily going over the edge. And if I did feel like I was going over the edge, then I would definitely talk with you about it. There was something with attraction that you got triggered about, and we talked about it. It was actually a homosexual man who said he was attracted to me.
Oh yeah, I totally blanked that one out. Yeah.
And I just said it casually because I didn't feel like my boundaries were leaking at all with this man,
because he's like, I'm straight, doesn't bother me at all, and I'm like,
I'm straight.
Honey, if he had been a woman and said, you know, the reason I'm wanting to talk to you is because I have a big crush on you, I would be like, yeah, that's not really cool. Like whatever sex he is.
But there was, it wasn't just a guy who said he was attracted. It's a potential collaboration on a men's retreat, and we specifically had a conversation around dropping our walls and having like a really raw and real vulnerable conversation man to man. And so it was like really hard for him to say that, but he did. So it wasn't just like he blurted out like, yeah, Jack, I'm attracted to you or whatever. Like he never would have said that.
Right, which inspired me.
So it was specific context. You probably had to be there to feel the energy.
I know, but no woman wants to hear her man get off a call and say, oh, someone's in love with me. Should I be their business partner or collaborate?
That's
what do you think?
That's not what I said, but that's what you're thinking.
That's how it felt. Anyways, but yeah, we do have nice deep
so
conversations.
In that scenario, we had a really raw and real conversation, and Amanda expressed how she felt, which was somewhat uncomfortable with that scenario, with that situation, with how you perceived it.
I feel super
because
safe
you
to
weren't
speak up.
there in the moment to see the actual interaction or whatever.
Right. It was a great
so
opportunity.
So you had your own perceptions about it, which is totally fine. And then I held space for you, and you made a request and a very good communication, and you request that I
think we did a dialogue.
Maybe a
not.
subtle dialogue.
If we definitely have like containers
We have
and
tools.
practices and tools.
We have communication tools that we learned from our
If
mentors.
not, things can get a little chunky.
Yeah, for sure. Before we got like these tools to help us with communication around these, conversations that are not easy conversations, it was challenging, really challenging.
Yep.
So the
You gotta
tools
have
definitely help a lot that we got
tools.
from our mentors and the coaches that we work with.
Exactly. The last thing that I wanted to say. Oh shoot! I lost it.
About communication.
It was about
attraction with someone
with someone else. I find you very attractive.
That's good.
Well,
You're my wife.
I think that could be it for now. There's more. There's more video coming.
You want to make another one after? Later.
Stay tuned, guys. We're gonna make another video apparently. Go ahead and subscribe.
Mm-hmm.
What else do they do?
Thank you guys so much for watching.
If you like Jack's pec muscles, like this video if you want a hunk like this.
Yeah, my
he just
enormous
flexed it.
enormous pec muscles.
They're the right size for me.
Thanks so much, guys.
And Gaia's. Bye.